forget what they're called, but they're what essentially TPK'd us in Eric's campaign. Edgar, remember forever ago? We TPK'd and then he had to be like psych in the next session because we got fucked up too bad. He didn't expect us to
Yeah.
get messed up.
Dang, Eric TPK'd you guys?
Not that Eric.
Oh,
No, a
Different
different,
Eric.
a different buddy.
I was like,
He had
dang,
like a
that's
whole.
hardcore.
It was fun.
He
It was
would
like a
though.
whole.
We're
He
about
would
to
though, yeah.
TPK right now.
Yeah,
so.
he would. It
Eric
was like
would
a
for
whole.
sure.
Yeah, but we were like level 4, so our DM was like, I'm gonna retcon that at the beginning of the next session. So he had us get saved somehow.
I was just telling Paulina about Battle Mage and like their whole TPK thing on the wall.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah,
It
that
is
is so
cool.
sick.
All right, are you guys on Sync 2?
Oh yeah, I should probably get on
Oh,
that.
nope, not
Nope.
yet.
And
I was
Albert?
missing
Get on
something. Albert, yeah.
Okay, sync tube.
Wait, is this all on the pinned stuff?
It should be saved to your like browser cache.
I'll put it
unless
in.
you're
I'll put it
using
in
Yeah,
Zoom.
SyncTube, I'm pretty sure it is in the notes.
Oh, the notes. Okay, I got it.
I just put
Think
it
so.
in Zoom,
Okay, yeah, I think
Okay, cool.
to
and then
I don't
Albert,
hear
you should be
anything.
able to just.
I hear it.
I hear it.
Owlbear.
Check your
Weird.
The
volume.
Thunderstruck medieval cover.
Yeah, I checked that. It's fine. I wonder if I fucked with my device settings though.
Okay, Owlbear. But don't I need to click like an actual link for Owlbear?
No, it should be
You
saved
should be
in
able
your
to just
browser
type
history.
it in. Yeah, it should be in your browser history. It's still the Wake of the Sleeping Dragon, right?
Yeah.
Refresh. I'm getting an error. There we go. All right, I'm in. I'll put the Albert in Zoom as well.
Thank you.
Still loading, but I think that's the right one.
Can't hear shit.
Okay, SyncTube, Owlbear, and then I D&D Beyond. Those are all the things I need.
And then your notes, if you want to help with the notes.
I'm just kidding. Yes, that'll help.
I mean, I'm the only one. Like Edgar sometimes will put shit in there, but usually it's just me.
Well,
That's
Edgar
okay.
does the like AI recap.
Yeah, he does a
for me,
recap. Yeah, no, I know. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying. Like, usually I'm the one taking the notes, and it's funny because we talk about this, but like everything's from my perspective. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm like, this guy's an asshole, and Andre's like, no, he's not an asshole. That guy's cool.
No, let me open up the notes here. Damn, it's been that long. Dude, whatever, it's probably just me. Me.
Like 3 weeks, yeah.
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
SyncTube.
I'm ready.
Try that
Whenever
again.
y'all are.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
I'm ready.
Hit it, Edgar.
No.
Hell yeah. Well, it has the lyrics on here too. That's cool.
Y'all do.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
I don't know why SyncTube's not working.
it wasn't working for you either.
No.
Somebody just logged in.
That was me.
I see, yeah. I see
Yep,
three of
it's
you
still
in
not
there.
working. It's not working
Says
for me
room
either.
not found.
Oh, it's playing. I'm just not hearing anything.
Check your volume settings on Sync 2. That's fire.
What's Pantano?
What?
What's
Pantano swamp.
Pantano? Oh, Pantano. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Be woot. Great.
Peace. But if he's watching this, like, what the fuck did I do?
Hey, hello, Ron.
What does that say?
Hmm?
I was trying to read the lyrics.
No, the DM part.
Yeah,
The DM narrates.
yeah.
Dave, send me the SyncTube link. Mine's not working.
It's on the Zoom chat, I think.
Yeah, it's on the Zoom
Put
chat.
the
There you
Okay,
go.
that worked. Thank you.
yeah, see confident pig in there.
Me.
Insightful Dunlin.
I'm confident.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
is Andre
me.
trying to join?
How come I'm the only
Okay.
one that
Yeah,
has,
I'm
like, an
joining.
actual
It's
name?
just I can't hear it, but it's fine. Did you ever change yours in the settings, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why mine's not. Mine's the default, so it's a random name.
Those are whack, bro.
Incredible capybara. That I want to be incredible capybara.
That's me. I think you can edit it to whatever you want, but
Yeah, you can.
that's what I had logged in as.
Capable stork. Hell yeah.
Oh, you edit your name by touching the little, like, settings icon at the top right. I'm clicking instead of touching. That's weird. All right. So last session, you guys made your way to the cave openings here in the Crypt Garden Forest, presumably where the green dragon goblins might lair. As you get closer to the cave mouths, the forest gets denser, the wildlife gets thicker, and you guys were surprised by these wooden sentinel creature-like beings that were able to pop out of the trees and catch you unaware. Um, gladly taking some damage. However, when they got to Priest, they were unsure of how to proceed with her and were seemingly friendly towards her. However, anytime Tybalt or Gladwin made any movement towards the mouth of the cave, they became defensive again. We're in combat, and Tybalt, or sorry, what's your name? Ebrath, you are flying up above the tree lines, 50 feet in the air. It's hard for you to kind of see what's going on, but you hear combat down below. What are you doing?
So I still hear combat.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. Where at? Oh, if I were to drop 30 feet in altitude, would I be enough under the canopy to see what's going on?
Sure, I would say so.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is
Yeah, actually, that's
gonna
what happened last time. Is Tybalt moved towards the caves, and the three wooden sentinels jumped up. Basically.
both came out. Okay. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, sorry, to let Frankie in. Okay, so I'm going to move my full movement here. And then I'm going to see if I got this back. Ooh, I didn't. So I'm going to fuck, I got a spell slot, but fuck it. I'm gonna use a bonus action. cast Misty Step and drop immediately 30 feet down.
Okay.
Whoa. So I'm 20 feet up, and then now I have clear line of sight on these fools.
Yeah, I would take it.
Which of the three looks most damaged, if at all?
They all look pretty fine.
They look fine.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. That's cool. And so am I able to see, are they actively attacking right now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're walking on.
All right, so I'm going to attack a Larion with a firebolt.
Okay.
It's a 29 to hit.
29 absolutely hits.
Oh, that's ass. Okay. 7 plus my die. Okay, so that is 13 damage. Fire damage.
Fire damage? Okay, yeah. As your firebolt hits him, you see that it like almost like ignites immediately on the wood of this creature as it kind of like howls in pain. You said that was 20, or you said that was 13 damage?
13, yeah.
Okay, yeah. As it is now kind of like rushing to kind of pat itself out.
Thick. I'm gonna say, I know that it's not all you guys' forte, but things are wood. Fire seems to do the trick. And he's gonna yell to Tybalt, like, you okay out there?
Yeah, they want to hurt us only because they want to get closer. They don't want us to get closer.
Got it. So it looks like we got to take these guys out to get into the cave.
Maybe.
All right. Oh, do we still have? Oh, we don't have the mental thing anymore, right? That dropped.
No, that dropped.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
That dropped because of the short rest, and then we never did it again because we were all far.
correct. It only
Got it.
lasts a
Okay.
couple hours or something, I think.
Cool. So, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Alright,
I think it lasts 4 hours. Just
yeah, but you guys.
But we
rest
took a
like
short
Short
rest.
rest, yeah.
a couple hours.
short rest is an hour, isn't it?
No.
But you guys
Minimum. It's a minimum
yeah,
hour.
minimum of an hour. Anyway, it
Okay,
dropped.
whatever.
We made it
That's fine.
last time.
That's fine.
Next is Chris, followed by Tybalt. Chris, last you interacted with these creatures, they were acting somewhat friendly towards you, inquisitive and curious at your presence. However, they've gone since then and rushed over Tybalt and are now kind of what's the whack-a-mole Tybalt with their clubs.
Um, yeah, I remember that last time I was able to kind of push them off of him. So I think I'm gonna try to do that again. I'm going to, let's see. Sorry, guys, bear with me that I figure out how to move and stuff again. Shoot.
There's a little measuring tool.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to pull that stuff up. Oh, I see it. I see it. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run in here and I'm going to so my breath weapon has a 15-foot range. Oh, I've already used it. Never mind. Once per short rest. I've used it. Okay, so never mind.
You did? In this
Yeah, I
fight?
used it last time.
Yeah, we've short rested since then.
Um,
Yeah, the last fight, right, is when you use it. So you should be
Yeah.
able to use it again.
Yeah, you should be able
oh,
to use it
okay,
again
so I
if you
just
want
never
to.
reset it. Okay. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
sometimes
that.
short rest stuff doesn't reset when you do the short rest.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So the thing is, it doesn't tell me if it's a cone. It just says 15-foot range. Let me see if I can click on it.
What
Hold
kind
on.
of breath weapon is it? 'Cause that might
Um,
matter.
Yeah, because like lightning is a line and like other things are a cone.
Yeah. Cold
Poison.
is cone. Poison probably spray, so cone, I would think.
I would think, yeah. Um,
If you click on it, it should tell you.
yeah, I'm reading it. It doesn't say. But anyway,
Is it-
okay, Ronnie, what do you think? Then I hit AL, Ron, and Barcy from here.
Um,
It's a 15-foot range. If not, that's fine.
yeah, I'll say you can just until we kind of figure this out. Oh,
Okay.
it says 15-foot cone. Yeah, it says it right here.
Oh, let me see that.
So whatever you can, if you can make a cone using your drawing tool, whatever you can hit in that.
That's 15 feet right there.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah, you definitely go hit both.
Okay. So I will do that, and right before I open my mouth and spew out all of this venom, I will yell, "Get away!" or be poisoned. I can't think of anything else. And then say, "Get away from my lethal friend." And I will spew my poison. It's a 17 con save.
Yeah, perfect. They both fail.
Okay, so then they take 9. And then they take 9. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And as you spew your poison out at them, you'll see that they are kind of like surprised at you, the sight of your breath weapon, and they even kind of like stagger backwards as if like to back off.
And then I will turn around at C, since I have 2 actions per, and I will try to just like backward smack, like with the back of my wrist, essentially, against his chin. So I will try to do that. Does 25 hit?
25 hits, yeah.
Okay. For 9.
Okay,
And just try to like crunch his chin
that's
and
on
try to
C.
get that's on C, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And then as my bonus action, I'll come around with, so that was my left hand. I'll come around with my right hand and try to clock him one more time.
Yeah.
Does a 22 hit
That hits, yeah.
for an additional 8.
On C again.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll just like take like a sure stance in between them, all of them, and just like hold my arms up and just like glare at them and let them know that I mean business. But
Give me an intimidation check.
hell yeah. 18.
18. Yeah, absolutely. They are like kind of backing up now. All attention is on you. You can see that they're kind of like lowering their weapons shields and almost like not full on bowing, but like lowering their heads, kind of in some like what's the word I'm looking for? Like submissiveness.
Hmm.
So
And that's my turn.
okay. Tybalt, you're up, followed by Bravo. You see Priest kind of come in and make quick work of some of these wooden sentinels here. After you just kind of got walloped on, what are you doing?
Look at Priest and say, something tells me we should stick close to you. You lead the way.
And I nod. And that's it.
And I will ready a sacred flame just in case, but I won't do anything else.
Um, Seeing that you are kind of like positioning yourself next to Priest, they definitely make note of that and kind of like look at each other almost like for trying to like figure out what to do. Glad when you're up, followed by the creatures.
Have I noticed if it's just because I think initially you said it's alpha and beta that were like bowing away. Would I have seen if Charlie was also doing kind of the same thing?
Yeah, and I'm not sure how good of a line of sight you have, but I think it would be safe to assume that like all three of them would do so. And I think
Okay.
there's enough of a gap between Tybalt and Crease that you'd be able to see.
Okay. So they almost look like they're standing down. At least that's my perception. Um, Ebrath, how are you looking?
Yeah, you can look at that.
You're muted. You're good? Good? Okay. How are you two looking?
I'm fine.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll was planning on attacking, but if Tybalt's not going to, maybe I'll follow suit here. I'm going to let me see. We haven't been able to talk to them yet, right?
You guys attempted to last session, however, you weren't able to find a language that shared.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have many languages here. All right, well, let's see. I will.
How come Crease doesn't know common?
Huh?
How come Crease doesn't know common?
Another one of those things.
Because I don't know common. Okay, just figure it out.
It's like broken common.
I grew up in monastery. Speak only non-common.
Okay. So I'm gonna get over closer over here to Barcy, just enough to close the gap. Um, Not quite making contact, but close enough. Yeah, I'd say I'm like within 5 feet of Barcy.
As
Um,
you approach it, it turns around and kind of is like, what the fuck are you doing?
okay. Knowing that language isn't working here, I'll just sort of raise my hands, and sort of do like a calm down type of motion. I don't know.
That always works.
It does.
Calm
But
down.
I don't attack, but I will prepare a.
Calm down.
Calm down.
I will hold my vicious mockery for the first creature that shows aggression. And
So little did you know that these are actually Latinas. And so when you tell them
Fuck. TPK.
oh fuck, I'm cooked.
TPK, we're fucking done, bro.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But I'm also going to use a bardic inspiration on probably Christ because it looks like they're reacting to her at least first. So I'll use my bonus action, give you a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I know there's a marker on here. I'll find it, but that's
It's
my
already
turn.
on there, I think.
You right click and then do
Oh, we
the
didn't get rid of it
marker.
last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. It's already there. You already had one then, or was that an old one?
I think I already had it. I don't think I ever used it.
Oh,
Yeah.
because
I think that's true. You can use it on somebody else if you'd like.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it to Tybalt then, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
can right click on him and then
Yeah,
do the
I'll
marker
find it.
under
I'll
the
find it.
buffs.
Thank you. Yep, yep, yep.
Okay.
Buffs.
So
Okay. Yep. No,
as
Tybalt had it.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll
okay.
give it to Chris.
Cool. So you are readying a vicious mockery if any of them become aggressive.
Yeah, hold on though. Sorry, that's not a concentration?
No, it's not. It's not.
I can only have one at a time. My bad. I didn't realize there was already one out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I won't
thought
do
you could
that.
have multiple.
Yeah, no, I can only do one. So I will not do that. I'll just ready my Yes, my vicious mockery, no bardic. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. As you are surrounded by these three creatures, Priest and Tybalt, you see that they are kind of like looking at each other for like a cue on what to do. You're sort of backing up. Barcy is looking at Gladwin, kind of like quizzitively, just making sure he's not being aggressive. In the meantime, you see that Barcy and Catalanero have sort of regrown some of their wood where they have taken damage, and like mushrooms are now like sprouting up out of the wound, and they look a lot more healthy than they did before.
Fuck.
A Lyrion does not have it.
Cordyceps, bro?
Well, did you hear that though? The
Cordyceps.
one I hit with fire is not regenerating.
Okay.
As of right now, they are going to stand down, and just kind
Oh,
of wait it out, and kind of they're just, you guys are in a Mexican standoff here. They're just watching to see who's gonna, twitch first.
okay.
And then
Who's turn
Ebrath, it's
next?
you. Ebrath followed by Priest.
Okay. I have an idea. DM, I have an ability called well, it's a feature called Adept Linguist. I can
Okay.
communicate with humanoids who don't speak any language you know. You
Okay.
must observe the humanoids interacting with each other for at least a day. But what if, as a trade-off, in the spirit of the moment, like everything's fucking heightened and all this shit, what if I burn 2 flashes of genius to enable me to communicate with them now after watching them for like 2 full turns, essentially?
How about this? Um, give me a. I'm down to let you do this. I just gotta try to figure out how to make it work. Um,
Okay.
is this a magical ability?
No, it is it's a feature.
Not a bug.
It's part of my background. So
Hmm.
it's my background is anthropologist and my feature is adept linguist that I get from it. I've never fucking used this shit before. I thought it was sick when I picked it way back when I built this character because of that one movie, fucking 13th Warrior,
Yeah,
where
that
Antonio
movie's so
Banderas
good
is
with
sitting
Antonio
around the
Banderas.
fire
Yeah, with the
and he
fucking,
fucking
yeah.
sees them all
That
talking. He's
movie's
like,
so
ah,
good.
I know
Yeah, that
fucking
movie's so good.
Norwegian now.
Okay, okay. Give me a nature check.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Um, and
Okay.
you can burn a flash of genius if you need to.
Okay. I'm gonna preemptively do that because I have a feeling it's not gonna go well. All right. Let's go. With Flash of Genius, that's a 27.
Perfect. What would you like to communicate to them?
Um, so I'm trying to like make sense of like their like chattering and whatever they fuck they sound like. Um, and so I'm trying to just get like broad strokes of their language. Obviously, I wouldn't know enough to be like I'd be like a 3-year-old speaking English, like learning it, right? Or earlier than that. So I'm just trying to explain that we mean them no harm, but we have to get to the caves to help the dragon.
So, for the first time in your life, you listen as these creatures turn to you perplexed and surprised to hear you speaking their mother tongue. And in Sylvan, they respond,
Hmm.
the mother dragon is safe in her cave. Why would she need saving?
And so, okay, cool. So like in like broken Sylvan having to like mime shit out, I'm like bad people here to hurt her and take control of her. Um we here to stop it. And I'll say, Lumuruntos sent us. See if that name bears any weight with them. It may not, but fuck it, it's a dragon's name, so
Did they change Zoom? Like, I don't see mute or
there's an
like
update.
disable camera on here.
It's,
I see
There is, you
it.
gotta
the
click
same
it.
for me.
Oh, it's because
Weird.
you're on the phone.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah.
Like, I don't know how
Scroll
to.
to the left, Dave, I think.
There you go.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
All right. Fuck. It's an 8.
With advantage, I said.
Disadvantage?
No,
With advantage. With advantage. That was an 8.
That's with
I have a
advantage.
-1 to persuasion.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay. They will kind of like check amongst themselves and be like, that name means nothing. And then they'll ask you,
Okay.
they'll say, why do you travel with the wormling?
With the
With the
what?
what?
With the wormling.
Oh, her.
Oh, her.
I was gonna go that one. It's gonna point to Chris.
And they'll kind of like bow their head at her. Yes.
Oh, they like her.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
give them the two thumbs, like the finger gums with like girls thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Like,
The
yeah.
so I'm gonna kind of I'm like, oh shit, like realizing they're kind of looking at her with like deference. I'm going to is she the closest one to me?
I think it'd be Gladwin.
Oh, got it. You guys are away, so they wouldn't even be able to hear. So they've
I mean, I think
are
they
they
are close enough to the creatures that they could hear, but
okay, okay. It is my turn, so am I able to walk closer so they can
Yeah.
all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to well, I'm gonna hover closer. I'm gonna stay in the air. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna see, and I'm gonna go, oh, and then I'm gonna switch to common really quickly, and just say, it looks like they they're they respect Chris like as a dragonborn. So I'm hoping that'll enable them to, if not help us, at least let us pass. And I'll switch back to Sylvan and say, we rescued her in the outskirts of the forest near the Mere of the Dead Men, and she agreed to help us on our quest. She was assailed by like rotten things.
and then they'll say, yes, we've seen these rotten. We have many of their skulls staked on our walls.
Sick, sick, sick. Okay.
Meanwhile, Tybalt and Chris and like Gladwin are just looking at each other like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm just gonna kind of like give them like quick thumbs up, and then just like tell them to like chill for a second. Um, and I'll say, yes, the the people trying to hurt your master are responsible for more and more of these dead things coming.
They'll say, how do we know you don't command the dead things? It's a baby. Hi, mamas. Hi, it's a cuckoo. It's a cuckoo. And monster of our. Hi. Look at her. Hi.
No.
She sees the panda like,
Say hi, mama. Say hi.
hi.
Say hi. Yeah. Pretty girl. Okay, I'll say
So funny because everybody's like smiling on the call, and then there's just Francine's panda, and she's just like,
I'm smiling, you just can't see it. I'm sorry.
That's probably what catches her attention though.
probably.
she's like, what is that? Like that looks like one of my movies. Um, I'll just yes, baby.
Oh.
I'll, I know.
Yeah.
I'll say you can't. No, I don't know that I have any way of proving it, but we have been killing them for some time, and we plan on killing their maker. And I'll say, I'll look around and just switch the comment really quick and ask everyone else, do we have anything like that we've looted off the cult,
Uh,
like symbols or anything? No, baby.
mm, not on this character.
Okay, no, that's all right.
I had a bunch
Honestly, I
of
don't know if
stuff
they believe
before,
that we
but
looted it anyway, but
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah.
say that's not that.
um, so I'm just gonna say, yeah, I mean, we do everything we can. I mean, my friend there,
We
and I'm
have
gonna
a
point to
map.
Tibble.
We have a map of where they've been attacking.
Yeah, I don't know if they. I'll say my friend there, and I'll point to Tibble, is a cleric of light. He stands diametrically opposed. I mean, I'm not saying these exact words because again, I'm speaking like
Yeah.
a toddler. Um,
The holy
and
man.
yeah,
He
say
prays. He
he's
prays. He prays
he's
sun
praised
and
to life
dragons.
and the sun and dragons, and I'll say his god's a dragon. His god's a dragon, and I'll say, I can show you a map that we've seen them. I don't know if you would know
Don't you
anything
have the
about that.
dragon tattoo? Does it look like an actual dragon?
Oh yeah.
It it looks like a dragon being saved
Oh
by a
shit.
cleric.
Like show him your tattoo. I'm like, he even has a dragon mark, and I'm just like, I mean, we fucking hate these bad guys and the zombies, and we're trying to help your master.
I extend it and it has a little faint glow because I'm next to Priest.
Yeah, absolutely. Then they will kind of see the glow of the dragon mark and look amongst themselves, and then they will say, "You will have to convince Argina."
Argina?
And then they will disappear into the bushes here and enter the trees as if they were able to just get right in there.
Not
The
enter
door,
the dragon.
right into the dragon. And they're essentially gone. There's no trace of them. You guys find yourself standing amongst each other.
Cool.
What do you got to?
Okay, so I'm just gonna look at so we're out of combat now, right?
Yeah,
So look at him like, dude, I don't know how I did that, but I mean, they didn't quite believe us. They said we have to prove ourselves to someone named Argenta. I don't know if we need to wait for them here or what, but yeah, those things are a lot tougher than they look. I'd rather not fight them
Mhm.
before confronting this cult if we don't have to.
So
I agree.
we were planning on climbing up this 40-foot. Yeah, exactly. That was our previous plan, correct?
Yeah.
Are we sticking to that?
You're good.
Well, we have that staircase leading up. I mean, that's a safer route.
I brought the
It's a
Shiva for
safer route, but
instructions.
yeah, it's a safer route, but I think we had all started deciding that the safest, most direct route might be guarded
But hold on a quick
more.
second. Are you still flying?
Yep,
No,
I am.
I thought you jumped
So
down.
maybe,
Sorry.
No, no,
yeah, but
no. I just moved
he's still the
closer.
flying
floating. He's
flying
like
thing is
Chelsea
activated.
floating.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so I can get
What
us
if,
up to that. I can get us
why
up
don't
there quickly,
you,
tie something on.
I'm thinking maybe a quick scout session, see what's up there and see like if it's worth us going up there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was the plan before you guys got
Yeah,
attacked by those
I
three
thought
people.
so. Yes, that's what I remember too.
Oh, you need a hair clip. Your hair's so long. Like, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna say, do you guys want to wait for a second and see if those three people come back? Because if they approve us to move forward, maybe we have a little assistance. It sounds like they serve Gnawbones. They may be able to help us against the cult.
Um, well, we can kind of do both concurrently, right?
Yeah,
Like I think
I
all of
agree.
us are gonna hang out here for at least, or get closer. Like I'll get a little closer over here, or I would. I don't know how we're doing this, but I'm thinking maybe you go up and check it out real quick. You don't have to get too close, right? But like, see what it looks like up there. And
Can
meanwhile, if they
you
come back, we'll be here.
are you able to telepathic link us again, or is that too costly a thing for you to do?
I can only do it once per day. It's
Okay,
already
got it.
expended.
Got it. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to zip up. Um,
I will say I'll get a little closer to where you're gonna be just in case. So
okay, so
like
I'm
I
gonna
don't know,
move.
over somewhere around here, just so I'm closer to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up over here just so I'm out of.
Yeah,
I can right back up,
yeah. So I'll be around
and
here
then I'm
somewhere.
going to. I get it. I get it. All right. So I am now just in line. So what I want to do is I want to be like just below the mouth of the cave, so like I can like peek my head up and see through. So
Which,
I'm gonna be, so I'm gonna approach it from like the side here,
you know,
and like slowly creep, 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 till I get to like there. If they're allowing me to do that for, because I know
yeah,
obviously we're still trying to go in order.
you don't find any sort of you don't see any signs of like resistance
Okay.
in any way from any of the creatures.
Okay. So I don't see any like cult people, no creatures, nothing.
Not yet. No, I mean, you see what you see.
But at least like from like poking their face out of the cool.
Oh, well, since you are 40 feet up, go ahead and cross that line.
Okay. So across. Oh, okay, got it, got it,
Oh,
got
I
it.
can see it too, right?
Oh shit.
FYI.
Okay.
I don't think I'm supposed to be able to, but I see it in there.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
All
Don't
right,
bite
just so
me.
you know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know how to like turn it off for each other.
All right, I just put it off my screen, so I'm not really looking in there.
That's okay. I don't really care that much, honestly. It's not that big of a deal. I wish I knew how to make it so that you guys only see.
Yeah, normally you can do it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
So I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. And do I recognize that they're the same
Yeah, you see these as the same
people?
creatures you were just battling. You
Got
see
it.
that there is a like cave system that works its way into the wall here.
And do I see
Further back?
these guys here?
Yeah, you would be able to see that they have
And they're
two
just
large
chilling
owlbears in a cage.
in a
And
cage? Okay.
yeah, and these creatures are kind of like standing guard.
Okay, cool. Okay. Quickly, do I see something that I can secure a rope to, or are these like vines climbable for them?
These are vines and they are climbable.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna look at Steve and just kind of like nod and like motion like, okay, dude. Like I'm trying to get my friends basically. Um, and well, okay, so ooh, did I freeze?
No.
Your video did, but I can hear you.
Yeah, video's frozen.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna just um I'll tie I'll tie a rope to like the very top of the vines anyway, just to like as added help, throw it down, and then I'll just levitate back down to where you guys are and tell you what I saw. I'm gonna say they saw me. It looks like we're clear to go up there. I'm assuming that where their leader person that has to accept us is, but they do have two big ass owl bears in cages ready to fuck us up if we don't pass.
Maybe the front entrance is a better way to go.
The stairs?
I mean, yeah, maybe, but these people might potentially help us too. So I don't know. We have to weigh the risk.
Oh,
Yeah, we have to go the way where wherever the leader is. That's who we have to go talk to.
I want to yell to Ebrath and be like, can you ask them? Can you ask them where we should go? Did you crash?
Did we lose them all together?
Yeah, I think so.
Are these treant creatures more or less my body type? Meaning,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, they're like
okay.
medium creatures. Medium humanoid creatures.
Okay. Well, I mean, depending on what. Oh, Ronnie dropped two? No, he's there. Um, depending on what Ebrath wants to do, I think I might try to disguise self to look like them.
Big brain shit.
Or you
It
could
says it says as long as like the body type is the same, I can kind of make it look however I want. I just can't really grow more than a foot. It says you can seem 1 foot shorter or taller. You can appear thin, fat, or anywhere in between. It just might not pass visual inspection.
if you were to look like Priest, that may
Oh,
be
that might be better.
beneficial also.
That might be better. There's a thought.
There is only one
Okay.
priest.
I like that though.
Look,
maybe
like you.
I'll try to be Dragonborn.
There is only
You don't
one
have any
priest.
sisters?
No. Priest is orphan.
Any brothers?
I have
Any
brothers.
people that look like you?
Spawnling. I don't know.
That's a good idea actually.
You can pretend Gladwin is as one of.
He's
You can
now
pretend
brother.
Gladwin is your brother.
Yeah, no, I like that. I'm gonna use disguise self to look Dragonborn. I also have my studded leather armor that can appear like anything else. So if there's anything else that makes Christ look like Dragonborn, I'm gonna make my armor look like that. So I'm gonna use both.
Does that require a spell slot, right?
No, those are items. So my hat of disguise lets me use disguise at will.
Okay.
And then my glamored studded leather armor lets me make it look however I want it to. And that's for use.
Yeah,
There's no charges or anything. It's just free use. It's a bonus action. So okay. So I slap on some paint. Um, I put on like some fake shitty scales that kind of make me look like Dragonborn. Um, it's not super convincing, but it's like, all right, if you're not very perceptive, then it might pass. Good idea, Edgar.
Um, I guess it'll take a couple minutes while we wait for him. I just texted him, so see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, see if he comes back. All right.
All right.
Gotta
If
go feed
not-
this cat.
Yeah. If
Oh, you
not,
have Fiona?
We'll go forward
Nice.
without.
Yeah, until like mid.
Yeah, it's so weird on my phone. Like the only zoom option is if I go into like drive mode. But I used to be able to just like mute or turn off camera from the main screen, and it's
No,
gone
it has
now.
to be a way.
That's so weird that they have a drive mode.
Yeah, just that way so you can just mute and unmute essentially. That's all it gives you the options for.
Yeah, but like normally it has all the shit on here. Okay, there we go. Never mind. I had to scroll over. I don't know how it scrolled to the side to begin with, but whatever. User error.
Hepcat.
Yep.
All right, sorry about that.
You're good. We took a little break. I think Edgar stepped away to feed Fiona. He'll be back.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna grab a water.
Okay, this back up.
Andre, so I just got to the part in Freerun where they're doing the like first class mage test or whatever.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
What part in it are you?
they just completed the second test, which was like the ruins of the like king or whatever.
Oh, got it. The
Yeah, like-
doppelgangers.
Yeah, they had to fight the doppelgangers,
Damn, bro, that's so sick.
and then they were
And
like,
she was like, "Yo, you're like, tell Sir, I'm like, hey, you're gonna have to kill me because
yeah,
I'll wipe
like
everybody out."
they get there, and it's like the Freerun's doppelganger. They're just like, damn, we're all fucked. And Freerun's like, I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't Furin? Hey, relax. Doesn't Furin tell her like, hey, you got to be the one to do it because I'm too strong. She'll fuck everybody up or something like that.
Yeah, basically.
Because like she's kind of created like obviously she doesn't know as much magic. She's kind of created Fern to be like her like yeah well her kryptonite almost like she specializes. She doesn't have as much mana but her control is crazy. She's way
Yeah.
quicker on the trigger. Do it again. Oh,
All right, I'm back.
For sure, that.
Ready? Let's do this.
It's one from a while ago. There was a kid that had cancer online, and they were raising funds for him. So they did a drive. His like motto was "Fear isn't real."
oh yeah.
That's cool.
Alright, so what do we do? Francina?
No, it was like Andre was like mid doing something, or no, Gladwin was talking to Ebrath, and then Ebrath dropped.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
was basically
so
just telling you guys like we just have to decide like I think if we go up this way, this is probably where their leader is because
No, but you
they
missed an
saw me.
entire thing, Ebrath, where
Got it.
Gladwin is
yeah, I used
transmogrifying essentially.
all of my disguise shit, so I look like a dragonborn now. Like not super convincing, but
Like my brother.
like your brother. What do you mean?
You look like my
Oh
brother.
So
yeah,
like you could be our brother.
Got it. Okay. Cool. So hopefully
it may
that'll
or may not
sway
help,
us.
right?
Yeah, I mean I don't think it'll hurt.
It's all free anyway.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean if they liked one, maybe two will be more convincing, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna try
Um
to look like them, like the treants, but Edgar had the idea to like, hey, why don't you go dragonborn?
yeah, we just
It's a
gotta
good idea.
yeah, for sure. To make sure that we don't seem disingenuous, when they're talking to us.
Yeah.
Um because it sounds like they really fucking hate the cult. So
Hey, do you want to go scope out the other one real quick, just to see? You're flying anyway, right?
um yeah. Yeah, I could
Or
go.
what is it, like 30 seconds?
Yeah. If you guys want to wait up, I'll do that. So I'll move myself.
And I'll get a little closer over here as well, just in case.
So I'll kind of come along the wall, boom, 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 and I'll kind of go as far up
Oh, what about
the
this one?
stairway. That one is, I mean, that's 20 feet, so I could drop down and see if I see anything. Yeah, let me do
I
the
mean,
same thing.
yeah, like the stairwell, I figure is probably pretty straightforward, but with that
Yeah,
one,
yeah, I can check this
a
one. Ronnie, am I able
Yeah,
to
go
do the
ahead.
same thing?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's an open
little
open
peekaboo.
house. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little baby peek. So I'm gonna say 20 for this one. I mean, not that matters, but just want to keep it straight up. All right, and then I will.
You see that this is a large open space where there are um, lots of statues of what looks to be female uh, figures, some elegant looking, some that are appear to be like warriors. They all appear to be women.
Or you said elves
Got
and
it.
what else? Like dwarves and just different things.
Just different
But all
humanoids.
the heroes are women though.
Correct.
Okay, got it. So um, I'm gonna kind of just back away and just communicate that to them. Say it seems fully clear, but kind of gives me pause. We don't know exactly, you know, who or what is there. My vote is to go to the other one. I think if we can win these treants as allies, this will make our job much, much easier moving forward. And I mean,
Um,
unless there's a big miscommunication, I don't see how they don't fall in line with us. But it's up to a vote.
I will take the lead, and I will move forward if you all want to come behind me, as it
Yeah,
seems like
Breath,
that would go the right way.
are you still able to communicate with them? I know that took a little bit of effort.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of move back from where I was and just float like above you guys and say, I think I think I'm only gonna get more fluent as we go. Um, it's a area of study that I haven't relied upon in a long time, but it's not a spell, so it's just a skill I'm a little rusty with. I think I think I'm up for the challenge. So if we want to go, I can help Chris take the lead and be our interpreters. Go from there.
Sounds good, my friend.
You adopted the Russian accent like Chris?
Some-
I'm trying not
Eastern European.
to.
Well, you are
I'm trying
disguised
not to.
as my brother, so
I am
Oh, that is
disguised
true.
as dragon.
That is true.
we are Dragonborns, not Russians.
Yeah. Eastern European dragon.
We come from the east of wherever this is. Okay,
Alright.
so I will, I guess, just kind of take the reins here and move myself. If you guys are okay with that,
You
and I
can
will
move
start moving up these stairs.
Oh, we're
No,
going
no,
that
we're
way.
not going
I
up
thought
the
we're
stairs.
Oh.
we're
We're not
going
going
to
up.
You can
Sorry.
We're going up
if you
the
want
Vine's
to.
way.
the
You can go
40.
upstairs if you want to.
Yeah, okay. You can definitely go up the stairs if you want to, but we were gonna go try and
Up the
speak to the
vine.
tree people up the vines.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're a
Okay,
strong, independent woman. You do what you want.
trees will
So
follow
I'm
along
gonna-
with group.
Yeah, I'm going to float back up.
Are you sure?
I mean, the stairs seems like the easiest way to go, but
I mean, it's just a couple stairs, versus a climbing check and all of that.
Knowing what we know about stairs, Ronnie.
Hey.
I'm not
Oh,
concerned about the
also-
climbing check.
I don't know if you recall before I dropped, I did tie and secure a rope
Yeah.
to help facilitate. So hopefully it makes your checks easier.
Mhm.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
gonna go this way then. Oh, we're going up the 40-foot one. Okay, cool. I start climbing with my dragon claws. Is that okay? Do I make it up?
Sure. What does that mean?
I
Do you have a climbing speed or is it just normal?
I'm sure I have climbing speed.
No.
It'll say right under the walking speed, I think, if you click it.
Climbing 50 feet.
Oh yeah. In
Damn.
that case,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
absolutely.
Okay.
You get up, no problem.
Hell yeah. Sorry, so I climb up and then I gesture for everyone to come up as I step forward a little bit. And I do a short little bow to Catanalero over here. And I
And it will like curtsy at you.
oh nice. Oh, so polite.
I'm gonna try to climb up, but this probably won't go that well.
Okay, well, it's called
So
a self-fulfilling
Make sure you're using the
prophecy.
rope.
yeah,
you're using the rope.
I try to climb my disguised self up onto this rope and climb. Ronnie, what do I got to do here? I don't have a climbing speed.
Give me a strength check or acrobatics.
Okay. Is there any benefit from the rope?
Yeah, you can do it with advantage.
Thank you. Acrobatics it is. Oh, hell yeah. Critical success, 24.
Okay, yeah, you're able to make it up, no problem.
Sweet.
Do the same.
And I'll try to help Tybalt up to the best of my ability.
Yeah. Sybil, give me a strength or acrobatics check. With
Is there advantage on it? Okay.
With advantage, the 14.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to make it up. Just fine.
Cool.
And like as I'm helping Tybalt, like with that last little stretch, yanking him up, one of my scales comes loose. I'm like, oh shit. Like slapping it back on. All right, who's talking to him?
I will take the lead. He's fine. We're
Do you
so
speak Sylvan?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I've been Go ahead.
So I was gonna say I'm following close to her and having you guys beckoning for you guys to follow closely by. So like we're using her as a figurehead. I think I'm the only one that can be understood by them. So
I think
see what we want to say collectively, and then I will translate that. I'll do my best to translate their responses to us, everyone, and then
Just
back and
let
forth.
let him know that we're gonna take his advice and try to talk to Argentra.
Argina, right?
Argentra.
Argenta.
I thought it was
something like that.
Argina.
Argenta.
No.
Argina.
I don't know. What was it, Ronnie?
I'm gonna let you guys just figure that one out.
Well,
What a
honestly,
dick.
Ron, I'm just gonna be real. Like you were really low when you said it, so it was
Okay,
really hard to
okay.
hear.
It's Argina.
That's what I said.
Or what?
Argina?
Argina?
Dave was right. Yeah,
Argina.
Dave was
Yeah.
right.
Argina. Okay. So,
Dave was right.
I'll say, my companions and I wish to speak to this Argina and plead our case.
It will beckon you forward and be like, she is just a man.
Okay, great.
All right,
Shall
guys.
skedaddle on up.
Let's skadoodle.
Skadoodle. Here we
What's this
go.
aura we have from Tybalt?
That's his like detect magic, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or was that spirit guardians?
No, detect
Ah,
magic.
bitch.
Uh,
Yo.
I'm gonna whisper to Ebrath. Can you see why they have the owlbears here?
I mean they're
And
caged, so I'm assuming they're
Ebrath,
guards
as
with
you
them.
come around the corner, you'll see that there are two women standing there. One woman is standing by this cauldron, kind of stirring the pot slowly as she'll look up and see, like, it looks like we have visitors. One older lady sits at this table, smashing some stuff into the fucking molcajete, and
Okay.
she'll look up to you and her eyes will glow like mysterious yellow, and she appears to have green scales draped or across her skin, a long flowy silver hair kind of falling at her shoulders. She stands at attention and say, who are you?
We are fucking a 9-9. Are we still the 9-9? Technically? We are, right? Okay.
Oh, this is a
We
real
Yeah.
thing.
We are, yeah, we are the Sword Coast 9-9. 9-9? Hold on, I know. And we are here to help. What's the Green Dragon's actual name? It's like really complicated, right? It's
I thought
written
it was
down. No, Lumerontos is the
No.
bronze dragon that we
Oh
helped.
yeah.
That Lumerontos is who sent us here to help Gnawbones. But Gnawbones is like her fucking slang name. I don't want to call her that. It is.
Let's see. I can
It's
look it up.
uh
Put
yeah.
it in the chat in Zoom, and I'll try and pronounce it.
Okay, 1 second. Looking for
I
it.
have 100 hits on dragon. I'm gonna find this.
Let's see. Dumb bananas. While you guys look for that, let me just clean your hands real quick so I can figure it.
It's not Lumarontos. There's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah. I put it in chat.
Lumerontos
Oh,
is
why don't I remember
yeah,
that at
told
all?
you. Yeah, okay, so Cloggy Liamatar. We have come to her aid. We have good reason to believe that the cult of Miracle led by Elon Mortis has come to um has come to take her soul, essentially, right?
This was the bronze dragon.
Lumerontos.
It's the bronze dragon though that we're trying to help right now, right?
No, the green
It's the
dragon,
green
No.
dragon.
Gnawbones,
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
which is probably this
So
lady.
okay.
Cloggy Liumatar. Clow. Cloggy Liumatar. Okay. The other lady that's stirring, um, the lady that looks like a fucking female Elarn Mortis, she's not the fucking bad guy that we're here trying to stop now, is she?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
We've never seen her before.
Just ask her. Are
I'm
you
gonna
Do you
say,
recognize
and
her as the one that built the chimera?
That she doesn't look like the
no,
one
that's
that
not
built the
her.
Chimera.
But the lady we're looking for is not that lady. That's her lady's boss, the one that we've been hearing about forever for like 3 years. We've never seen her.
Right. Right. We've never seen her.
So I'm just saying, going thematically, this bitch looks like Alarin Mortis' sister. So I'm getting bad vibes above table. But in character, I'm going to say, um, did she say that in common by
Yeah,
any chance?
yeah, they're speaking
Okay.
of them.
So I'm going to say in common, I'm going to say we are the 9-9. We have come to aid the great dragon, Cloud Yamatar, as we have reason to believe she will, if she isn't already, be soon under the attack of the cult of Merkel. And I will beckon, I'm going to walk forward, but like kind of warily and just kind of beckon everyone behind me to move forward.
The pot stirrer will look up and say, "Do not disgrace my master's name with your mispronunciations."
I
Um,
apologize. I I don't speak Draconic very well.
so I'll step in.
And
I will step in. And hopefully I can pronounce this name correctly, but um I
that's
will
okay.
say,
You don't have
please,
to try your best.
okay, please apologize, or please accept my apology. Please accept my apology for my translator, my Sylvan translator. But we are here on behalf of Plagilumatar.
And she'll say, "Ah, I see why the wooden sentinels let you through. They're simple-minded creatures, but highly effective at defending our lair. Someone such as you would definitely give them cause to be confused. Why are you here?"
We are
And
here to
she's
offer
addressing
aid.
you, Priest.
We are here to offer aid because we heard that Her Highness needs support, and we need your help to understand how we can provide that. And then I'll bow. I am but a humble dragonborn. I am trying to find my way, but something tells me that I was meant to do this. Accept my help. I beseech thee.
She'll say, "It is no coincidence that you are here at this time. We have been ravaged by these undead week after week, night after night. Many of us have not slept in what feels like weeks. My master has grown weary, obsessing over the source of this interference. I fear that she is going mad with obsession. What can you tell us about this cult of miracle?"
I will hand it over to my friends who I think can offer you much more information than I can. I have just joined their cause recently, but I know it is a fervent and noble one. So I'll
I'll
turn it
look
over.
back to, yeah, as she does that, I'll like nod and turn to Tybalt and say, Tybalt, you fought them longer than anyone. I think you should be the one to take the lead here.
I think the Cult of Merkul has one objective, which is to bring back their deity. However, I believe they're pawns in a larger plan. There is one that wants to take over Cloggy.
Yeah. You guys can call her Nava. You guys have
Cloggy.
kitties on
Cloggy. Take over her body and take over the Sword Coast. Bless you. That was violent.
it.
I'll mention. I'll chime in and say, my friend here was part of the original group of Mandalorians that staved off this very same event from happening just southeast of Phandalin with the young white dragon. What the fuck was his name? Cryovane.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
and we wish to
and
do the same here.
Argina will say, yes, we've heard many a tale of these happenings along the Sword Coast, but I don't see familiar faces. What happened to the tournament? Where has she been?
We know her
What?
path strayed, or not strayed, but rather just went a different direction than ours. She had to go find her purpose, and we hope that we would cross paths again, but have yet to do so.
That's a shame. My master was a big fan. We've heard many a tale of the way she would burst through portcullises.
They
Some
call it
some
a
said
turtle hole.
some said she made her own.
um, and she'll kind of glance at your arm, Tybalt, and she'll say, that mark there, that is a curious thing. How did you come about that?
I don't know how, but I was called to Lumaruntos' aid. And in doing so, we were able to help cleanse her of her curse that she had upon her. After that, what was just a invisible link became this mark you see here.
She'd say, I see, yes. Lumaruntos is a very powerful dragon indeed. The fact that you were able to save her is impressive, to say the least. And she'll say, this path here, explore the cave further and see what you find.
Great.
Okay. All right. Guys, kind of like bow to her and then to the scaly green lady.
I follow suit.
So the pot stirrer is not the scaly green lady.
No, the Scaly Green. She's the one that looks like Alarm Mortis's sister, the pot stirrer. The Scaly Green lady is the one that's like at the Molcajete that's not saying anything, and she has like yellow eyes.
No, sorry. It was the scaly green lady that's been talking to you this whole time.
Oh,
Oh, okay. I
That's
thought
our
the pot
Argina.
stirrer
Yeah.
was the whole time. Okay, cool. All right.
As we walk by, I want to like clock whatever magic they both have. I think I'm close to the posture now. Um,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
as we walk by the other one, like want to see if it's draconic magic or what it's
Yeah,
giving off.
absolutely. You get a sense that it is um natural magic, stemming from nature itself. You sense that there is druidic magic coming from this cauldron that she was stirring. It is not your, it's not like an arcane magic or like a divine source. It's magic that stems from nature itself. And as you kind of look around, you see how they are kind of utilizing a lot of the natural resources in the area, given that there is um, these vines that are spreading across the cave with all these flowers that don't really shouldn't really be here. You sense that these are magical in nature, and you get a good sense that these are most likely druids.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So I'll like kind of bow to them as I step back, and then like with my head kind of like gesture to down the hallway. Slowly start making my way.
Downtown, walking fast.
I will follow.
Before I depart the area, I will ask Argina respectfully. I'm not accusing or anything, but what's up? What's with the owlbears in the cages?
She'll say, "Oh, those are our pets. They keep us safe from intruders when the woodwolves don't do their job. As long as you behave, you won't feel their bite of their beak."
Totally get it. Absolutely. Thank you. I just was a little curious since you appear to be druids here. Seems unusual to keep them in cages, but that's neither here nor there. Thank you. I just was curious. That's all. And I'll proceed. Thank you for allowing us to attempt to assist.
Thank you for attempting to assist. Now, as you come across this cave here, you see that there is a wooden bridge that is spanning across a chasm in the cave system. There is this bubbling green, noxious liquid below you. The fumes of it are debilitating. It takes you, it's like almost like smelling salts. You smell them, you're like, oh shit. You see colors for a couple seconds, and your senses kind of go haywire. But after a few seconds, you're able to kind of adjust to it and uh, get used to it. At the edge of this bridge here is another one of these wooden creatures who is seemingly keeping guard. What are you guys doing?
Um,
I come back real quick to Argina. Argina, if there's anybody that's questioning our purpose here, is there a key word or maybe something we can tell them to let them know that you granted you gave your blessing here for us to traverse?
Just say, if the creatures in this cave do not trust you, then that is their nature and your fault for provoking them.
Fair enough. Toodaloo.
She'll like roll her
And
eyes and go back to fucking smashing the local head.
and I'll say, Gladwin, I can still speak to these things, these treants, I believe, and I'll start
Good
Chaozu
enough, my
levitating.
friend.
over
Good
the.
enough, my little friend.
I'll start Chaozu levitating over the wooden bridge.
I'm gonna wait for Ebrat to make contact, and once it's clear, I'm just gonna hold my breath and run across.
While Ebrat's moving over, can I like try to feel the bridge with my foot and see
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
sturdy it feels?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check or
Okay.
investigation, whatever.
Whatever. Which one do I want? Investigation. Nat 20, 24.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're able to kind of like make it bounce a little bit and feel the like give that it gives you as you kind of put your weight onto it. And it feels sturdy. You know, there is a little bit of bounce, but you're confident that, you know, you'd be able to walk across and have it support your weight, no problem.
My weight. Okay. Um, am I able to discern if it'll support their weight?
Yeah, it feels sturdy.
Okay. So I look back and this bridge seems like it'll hold us. Be careful while you cross, but we should be okay. Um, so I'll follow suit. Give this guy a little head
Like
tap, little head pat while I'm on the way. Smile real big.
I'm gonna take a
Yeah,
big old deep breath beforehand, and then like sprint across, holding my breath. So I'm not trying to smell that shit.
Okay. Um,
Oh,
all
are
right.
these more statues to the north, Ronnie? In the water, they're like more of the same kind of statues we saw previously. Whenever he's back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hero.
Bro. Like there's
Hello. Sorry,
these
I was blowing
guys.
my nose. I forgot to
That's
unmute.
fine. Are these the same
Um,
kind of things?
yeah, yeah. You see that there are these like kind of islands here with these statues kind of placed almost ceremoniously here.
Are they submerged or are
No,
they like
they're
above
up.
water?
They're above the water. Yeah, they're
Okay.
probably about like 10 feet above the water.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna walk by and like kind of nod to the treant that's standing guard at the end of the bridge, and then just keep Chaozu levitating over here. Is this filled with like noxious gas as well, or is that just like a coloring to everything?
Oh no, yeah, it is. It's a very noxious gas, and that's what I was saying. Like it's almost like smelling salts. Like
Got
as
it.
you
It's like
kind of
strong as fuck.
yeah, like you're seeing colors and your ears are kind of ringing, but you're able to kind of like take a second to adjust yourself and kind of get through it. But it is not a good time.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of float. How high is this ledge?
This is about 10 feet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of keep keep my same height and like adjust it down so I'm still 10 feet above the floor, and I'm gonna wait for the rest of the crew to catch up.
These are more statues now. Is everything we've seen humanoid?
Yeah,
Okay. So we've seen like 10 statues now, right?
you've seen quite a bit. Yeah. So as you come to this portion of the cave here, you'll see that there's a wide open space. Up to the north here, you see that there are these glowing orbs set on a stepped pedestal. They are held up by um, stands, essentially holding them in place, almost like palantirs.
Hmm.
Do they have the look of dragon shards to me?
No, but they do glow effervescently.
Got it. So
Effervescent.
I'll
That's cool.
all right. I will. Yeah, I'll hold until everybody we're all caught up, and then we can venture forward together. This is this is what I saw through this way, right? From the other entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't really see them. I'm sorry. I didn't create this map, but there would be vines kind of hanging throughout this, almost as if like a way to kind of traverse from one side to the other.
Hmm.
If you hadn't had a handy dandy bridge to cross.
As I walk up, Ronnie, do I feel anything special, or am I just filled with wonder and amazement, and that there's nothing out of the ordinary other than just curiosity?
Well,
And
you tell me. What do you feel?
I mean, I'm unsure if it's the noxious gases that are making me feel like there's some type of link to me,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Yeah,
don't know.
I would say as you've made it into this far into the caves, you feel a um, almost like a warmth within your soul that is starting to like emanate from inside your chest cavity and is like flowing out and kind of washing over your scales and your limbs, and you feel yourself almost like buzzing with energy as you are getting deeper into this cave. You definitely feel a connection to the magic in the area.
With that being said, then I kind of fall into some type of a small trance and just find myself slowly walking over without a real care on anything. And I want to place my palm on the first pillar I see.
Okay. Um, hmm. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
16.
What is it that you are? What's what's on your mind currently?
I don't think there's much on my mind. I think that I'm getting a little affected by everything.
Mm-hmm.
Previously, before I walked into this room, I was very wrapped up in my thoughts about the Sylvans and um, Claw, Claw, Knobbones,
Yeah.
um,
Loggy.
and Cloggy, and just everything. It's just kind of a lot. I just met this group. I kind of come out. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me. I feel weakness in my body that I can't explain. And when I'm near all of this stuff, even with the Sylvans reacting to me a strange way, I'm looking for answers, and I think I'm just kind of throwing myself at this point to anything
Sure.
that might give me
Sure. Yeah.
an
Let
inkling
me
of that.
absolutely. So as you touch the orb and you feel this sense of magic envelop you and almost pull you from your consciousness, you are transported to a scene in a cave where there is a skeleton of a of a large dragon with a sword in its skull, and there is a group fighting, um, and there is a creature that looks unnatural, made of metal, almost like his entire body is made of armor, something that you've never seen before, with eyes that glow, with this greenish hue, I believe, and the the warrior would have drawn the sword from that dragon skull. In doing so, the spirit of this black dragon rising from the skull and laughing in this ominous and horrendous cackling laugh, um, praising the warrior for freeing him from his trapped state thanking him for giving him the freedom to be released once again, and announcing his return to the material world and his intent to reanimate itself in the next dragon it can find. Um, Again, you're transported to a snowy mountaintop peak where the winds are blizzarding. There, it's hard to see, and you feel the sting of the icicles kind of hitting your scales, and you're being a cold-blooded creature. You are feeling drowsy and lethargic, and you can't move. And you see the same metallic warrior alongside its companions fighting this icy white and blue dragon that is hovering in the air and spewing this cone of cold all across. There is a second metallic creature with darker armor that is battling the other one. You see a creature that looks similar to Tybalt fighting a wizard with pale bald head, rushing into the chambers of this stronghold. As the white dragon falls, beheaded by this metallic creature, you see the dark metallic creature rip his hand into the golden metallic warrior's chest, pulling its core out and dragging him through a portal. You are now in a tower. You hear the sounds of waves crashing around you in a dimly lit room. You see a young girl who is staring out a window. She is clawing at her skin, digging her nails into her own flesh, causing blood to pour out of her arms as she is pulling at her hair, almost in a sense of madness. You feel this demonic aura surround you and envelop you. You see Tybalt and Ebrath and another warrior with rock-like skin with a hood and a magical bow, and a half-orc that are coming to the rescue of this young girl, only for this young girl to turn into this ferocious bronze dragon that roars out with cackling lightning emanating from her mouth and her eyes, shooting lightning across the room. They're embattling her until they're able to slay this demonic ooze-like creature that has been hiding itself along the walls of this tower. Once they do so, the bronze dragon comes to her senses and thanks them. And suddenly you're brought back to this room here. You're holding on to this orb, and you smell that rotten smell of these noxious fumes that are coming from this ichor-like ooze lake or river stream, whatever this is, to the east of you. And you get this sense of dread. As you come back to your senses, you turn to your party and you see that there are small puffs of foul-smelling green gas emanating from this cliffside to the west. And it's now starting to pour over the edge of the cliff and make its way onto the floor of the cavern that you're in, as you see the head of a titanic dragon with dull olive scales rising up from its slumber. The tips of her massive wings spread out, and the edges of the frills along her head and spine are blackened with age, beyond mortal reason. she stares into your eyes with a green glow behind them as her serpentine face curls into a wicked scowl around a humanoid femur bone that's poking out in between her teeth, almost as if she's sucking on it like a toothpick. And she says, "Who are you to use my crystal balls?" As this green dragon now comes down from its cliffside and is staring you right in your face as she examines the room and she sees Tybalt. Tybalt, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. And as she
Could I
speaks,
have as I saw her starting to approach, I'd like to down a potion of acid resistance that we were given.
give me a Constitution saving throw first.
Okay. 24.
Cool. Your dragon mark sears with pain, but having experienced it several times now, you're kind of getting used to that feeling. And it's not debilitating you the way that it had before. And you're able to down your potion. Embereth
Okay.
and Gladwin, what would you guys like to do as this giant ancient green dragon crawls down from her roost and is now kind of assessing the situation, noxious green smoke emanating from her nostrils, kind of settling on the cavern floor around you as you feel the fumes now starting to kind of make you guys a little lightheaded. What are you guys doing?
All right, do you want to go first, Andre, or me? You're muted.
You can go first.
Okay. No, we mean you no harm. We're actually here to help, although it may not seem like it. We were granted permission by Argina to come and see how we can help you. This, I mean no offense whatsoever, but we think that maybe you could use a little help. We have reason to believe that you will be under attack in the very near future. The cult, as we understand it, has their sights set on you. And while you seem completely capable of protecting yourself, I am not doubting that in the least. We would like to offer some assistance. We mean no harm. We are not here to fight. We would very much like to help you in any way that we can.
And she'll say, "I have been under attack for a very long time. This cult has no footing in my forest. They have tried and tried and failed and failed. Who are you to say that you are capable of helping a creature such as I?"
And I'll look to Tybalt and kind of hover forward and like bowing my head in deference. Um, Even going so far as to like lower my levitation to where I'm it looks like I'm standing, but I'm like an inch or two off the ground. Kind of lower my head and say, um, we are a group who has um, fought this cult wherever we've met them. My companions have stopped them in their tracks twice before. Um, we we oppose everything they seek to do, including revive question. Could we say that now, since Sybil and Ebreth, they didn't spend a whole lot of time together, but I'm assuming they chatted for a couple months when they were alone in Leylon. Would I know like the full play-by-play of what happened in Phandalin?
I think that's the question for Tybalt. Would Tybalt have shared that information?
Or would I
Would
potentially got it from
would
Vox?
Ebrath had asked that information? I don't think Tybalt would have been like, "Hey, here's story time."
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm asking.
I don't think he would have like done it out of like just to kill time or to instill any history. But if asked, he would talk about it.
I would say it would have come up just in the intervening months, just because what we've been doing is trying to prepare for the next time we met either one of the cults, either of Talos or Merkul. Our sights set on Merkul, I would say, since we had a previous run-in with the cult of Talos. So I would say if I hadn't gotten the information from Vox, I would have probably asked um, some finer details in the 3 months we were left alone together in Leylon, especially if as it pertained to blasts, since that's kind of my, you know, that was like my area of study.
All right.
So I'll continue and say it seems that amongst other things we cannot know, one of the cult's main goals is to revive Ebon Death in the body of as powerful a dragon as they can acquire. They have been thwarted twice, and I believe their eyes are set on you. Um, they have been accosting your domain for some months now, and I believe they're only tightening their grip for the final blow.
Gnawbones will let out a quick burst of fumes from her nostrils that she'll almost in a chuckle be like, I see you are indeed sincere in your intentions. Tell me, tell me how you have interacted with this cult in the past. I've been tracking their movements along the Sword Coast. Go ahead.
If I may. Um, well, Great Gnawbones, not to diminish at all your ability to defend yourself. However, I've known Ularan Mortis for quite some time. What I can tell you is that this cult has no interest in Merkel himself. The goals have been perverted. Their sole objective now is to glamorize and obey Oloran Mortis to the extent that he perceives Merkel and what he believes Merkel to be. This group, whether there have been some interchangeable members or not, have helped other dragons in the past. As far as the cult, I think we have a pretty good sense of how to defeat them. They come with undead. There are certain ways to kill undead, which I'm certain you are aware of. But your question was what we can do to help or how we can defeat them. And I do believe that we are adequately prepared to do so. For your sake and for the sake of the greater kingdom area, whatever you may like to call it. Our interests are aligned. But we do come prepared to fight off the undead hordes that are contained within the cult of Merkel. We have fought them on our way here to get to you and to hopefully be able to help protect you. Again, not that you need help, but wouldn't it be nice to have some help?
She will kind of walk around the room a bit, and with each step, you feel the weight of her. Um, I can't emphasize enough how large this dragon is. She almost takes up the majority of the room as she walks around it. Kind
There's
of walking.
definitely a sense of dread as I like feel every stomp. It's like fucking like it's getting closer and closer, right?
Yeah.
So you said she takes almost the whole cavern. How tall is the cavern?
I don't know off the top of my head. I can find out.
It's a very,
She's
very
Um,
like
Dave-esque
she's
question. Can you paint everybody a
at
picture?
yeah, yeah.
least in terms of the icon, she's like 50 feet across.
What is the ratio of stalactites to stalagmites?
Yeah. So the cavern is probably uh like 70 feet high. She's easily, yeah, like 40, 50 feet tall.
God
Just kind
damn.
of stomping around you, kind of walking in between you guys without care of whether or not she steps
Yeah,
on
like
you or not. And
yeah,
she's
we have
not
to
stepping
dodge
on you, but like
we
she's
have to dodge
definitely
some steps, right? It's like, oh
physically,
shit, that's
yeah,
close.
she's
She's
definitely
making it seem like she's coming
physically
very
like
close to
asserting
us.
herself. Yeah, like she
Got it.
Yeah.
is definitely pushing her the boundaries of your um patience as she is kind of moving between you and kind of stepping right next to you, almost making you kind of like dodge out of the way for fear that she might smash you. Um, and when
For
she,
added emphasis to Ronnie, could I say I was like a little bit closer? Like as I was talking to her, like I'm
yeah,
right here. Okay.
absolutely. And as each of you talk to her, she almost like whips her head around to get like at face level with you and just like breathes these like noxious fumes into your face purposefully. Um, Kind of just like testing you and like testing your patience almost to see if you are
Like flinching or
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
She's being very physically assertive and just kind of uh like I said, pushing your boundaries a little bit, seeing what kind of reaction she gets out of you. Um, and she will again kind of get right in your face, and she will say, "You Lauren Mortis is just a pawn in the game of ebb and death's spirit. He is the real key player in this. I've been watching him and their actions through my crystal orbs. They have been moving throughout the Sword Coast, and I have seen the way that you guys battle against them. I've seen the way that your friend, the archer, left with that strong, powerful. But what's their race called? It's not
Ganassi.
Genasi. Yeah, that strong Genasi lured your archer friend away. She was very fun to watch. And she was like, and then she says, but despite your successes, you've lost a few along the way. I don't see the cat anymore. She was very fun to watch. Why is it that despite your successes, Your friends are failing you.
I'm like furiously taking notes over here.
I'll say, while this group has changed names, the heart of it remains true. I believe there's not one here, um, our oldest member or newest, that bears any ill will to those that have departed to seek something else out of their life. Um, but we do hold those that we've lost very dear. Um, and if I have my way, I'll be able to return one we've lost that I believe will tip the scales of this fight in our favor.
So you come with a request. How very, I guess you're not a human. Um, how very typical of these mortals. You guys are always after something, always after what I can give you. What are you after?
Well, if I can speak for myself, Gnawbones, what I am after is to prevent the downfall of society. And should the cult, again, not that you can't take care of yourself, but in the event that you fall, that will be a great tragedy upon all of us.
And she lets out like a plume of noxious gas as she kind of like huffs at the idea of like her failing. You
Yeah.
know? And she'll say, you think you are capable of defending society? You who hide behind your masks and your disguises, hiding your true nature from the ones you call your friend.
No, no, I didn't say that. I said we're here to help you. We're here to help you to help us. I think we have a mutual benefit there.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Motherfucker.
As she
Okay.
will kind of like stomp around and kind of like whip her tail in your direction.
This
Okay.
dragon just called Dave a two-faced bitch.
Straight up. That's a 19.
Okay, yeah. As the tail whips around, you're able to kind of duck under it, no problem. And in that same motion, she'll kind of walk over to Creased and she'll say, "You are a new one. I have only seen you pop up very recently. Why are you here?"
I want to take a moment to like study her eyes.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I'm unsure if I really should say this to her. I can I see if I feel like I can trust this dragon?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. 17.
17. Um, okay. All your life, you have felt like you are destined for something greater than being a monk in a monastery up in the hills, set away from society. You felt this beckoning in your soul for quite some time. And in an effort to understand yourself more, you have sought out anything and everything you can about dragons, right? Being that your lineage is from dragons, you are just looking for answers. And you managed to make your way here. And for the first time ever, you find yourself standing in front of a very large, gigantic, I would say, ancient green dragon who is breathing these noxious fumes in your face, and you are terrified. What confidence you thought you had in your soul has left your body. With that being said, though, you are very, I would say you believe every word she says, almost out of fear. Like, you don't think this majestic creature has any reason to care enough about
Hmm.
mortal as insignificant as these few adventurers to lie
Okay.
or be beguiled.
Um, hmm. I want to speak in Draconic to the dragon.
You're more than welcome to, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
Um, so
Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
So I speak in Draconic to the dragon and I say, it's been about 13 months. It's been about 13 months that I've been feeling weakness overcoming my body when I was very strong. Now, even when I am not tired, when I am not hungry, when I'm nothing, fatigue, I feel weakness pulling at me, at my muscles atrophying. I need to find out what's happening to me. And so I've come on this mission and I've stumbled upon this party, and they seem to have a noble cause in order to help what seems to be my lineage, even if so far away in the past. And so I come for answers.
Novels will stare into your eyes, and you will see the like crystalline emerald irises of her eyes kind of shimmer in the dim light of the cave as she looks into you, taking in every word that you say, almost as if she's trying to decide if she believes you. And she says, in your short time with these adventurers, do you find their intention to be true?
I look over at them, especially at Gladwin, and I kind of study them for a while and I look back and like sure my shoulders and I say, yes, I trust them with my life.
Gnawbones will spin around and come to address Tilt. And she'll say, you have the touch of draconic magic. What is it that you seek in all of this?
I seek nothing for myself. I only seek to protect others so that there may be no harm to come to those who cannot defend themselves and those that need my abilities. And if I die protecting those, protecting you, then my life would have been worth it.
I need all of you to roll a persuasion check.
Tybalt still has Bardic.
So
What
do
do you
I,
got a
right?
plus?
Oh no, never mind. It's only one for one person.
Use my flash of genius, regardless of what it is.
What do I get with Bardic plus what?
Oh
But
Fuck.
it's a plus. It's a D8, and hold on. If it's an
I'm
ability
gonna
check,
re-roll that one because fuck yeah.
Why are
if
you
it's an
rolling it?
ability check, you get to
I
re-roll
have
it and choose
inspiration.
which one.
Okay.
But you also get another re-roll for just the ability check for the mode of potential. So it's a
Oh, so I
D8,
don't have to use
but
it.
you don't have to. So it says a bardic inspiration. Oh, it's only the bardic inspiration die. Sorry, you can re-roll that if
Oh,
you
we can
don't like it.
re-roll that one.
It's
Got
a
it.
D8.
Okay.
It's a D8. If you don't like the roll, you can roll it again using your inspiration. Or sorry, your bardic
Goddamn.
thing.
I'll re-roll it. Okay, 17. All together.
Re-rolls on both.
Re-rolls on both.
What is the group's cumulative score?
The
Oh,
group's
What?
group cumulative score. All right. So I
Mine's
got 8. I got 18.
I
Tibble
got
got
8.
17. So it's 35 plus 8 is 43. What did you get, Francine?
13.
So 56. If I did that right.
We needed to beat a 50.
Sweet.
And my 3 points. I'm glad, I'm glad I can re-roll it. And I got a
Damn,
nat
dude.
1.
Oh shit.
I use my flash of genius.
Worth it.
How much does that give you?
5. That's why I got an 8.
Yeah, nice.
God damn, dude.
That's literally that's without that we fail. Right, what do
Thankfully,
we
I have
get?
a plus 12 on perception. So, or persuasion, sorry.
Fuck, dude.
Also, real quick, I don't want to like ruin Edgar's like moment when he was like answering her, but like I had to like go off camera to like sneeze, and I got stuck in that like thing when you're like about to sneeze, you're like,
Yeah.
but like it's not happening, and I was like,
On the wind
motherfucker,
up.
dude. Yeah,
The wind up.
that's like the worst feeling in the world. I wish that on like all my worst enemies.
It is the worst.
All right. Ah, damn! I almost pulled the Dave and called her the wrong name.
What?
Dave can't remember which dragon it is we're ever talking to. He's like, "This is the
Yeah,
great
no,
dragon,
I
right?"
can't. No, yeah, I'm bad at that.
Talking to Luminuntos, he's
I'm
like, "This
trying
is
to
the
take
white
notes.
dragon that we fought, right?"
Trying to take notes, bitch. I'm the only one that takes notes. I'm over here like
Bro, you forgot about
my
it.
mind gets jumbled.
Nabos.
I took like 2 paragraphs of notes on that bitch. So
Nabos
Damn.
will look at you all and kind of spread her wings and push off the ground a little bit. I need you guys to all give me a strength saving throw.
Fuck. All right. Do I still have to if I'm technically not standing on the ground?
Especially if we're not standing on them.
Sick.
yeah, not great. 6 for me.
Roll with
Got
advantage.
an 8.
Damn. So I got a nat 20, but my strength is a -1, so it's 19.
That's fine.
I got 12.
Who's rolling with advantage, Ronnie?
All of you.
Oh, we're
With
rolling with
advantage?
advantage?
Oh, sweet.
Oh, okay.
Make that a 10
Yep.
then.
17.
My first one was better.
What was your first one?
You take the
6.
better one.
Yeah, just take the better one.
Who got a
It's not
10?
gonna help.
I got a 10.
Tybalt and Gladwin, you're knocked back from the force of her gust from her wings. You don't fall prone or anything. You just get pushed back a couple feet.
Okay. Like
And
10
she-
feet, 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll go. Yeah, it's so big. I'll just do like 10 feet.
I'm gonna use my shield to try and like still gonna fall, like get pushed back, but use my shield to just block some of the wind
Sure.
to find my footing.
She is going to fly back up here onto her perch and stand at attention and almost as if in commandment she'll say, should you really wish to prove yourselves to me, do what I have not been able to do. I have been going mad trying to find this fuck, I just forgot her name. God damn it.
Skip talking shit.
Yeah, damn it. We've been talking about the stupid bitch for a long ass time. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Is that the one that's like
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
suspected the whole time?
Yeah, she'll say, you Lawrence, one of you
Listen.
Lawrence generals has
Okay.
been tormenting my lair for weeks now and using some sort of magic to prevent me from finding her using my crystal orbs. Bring her to me and prove yourself capable. And I will give you the rewards that you seek.
She's close by. We know that much. She intends to bring the undead your way, and I was gonna say Zerg rush, but
Yeah, pretty much.
While
Pretty
you're
much.
distracted, Elarn will do what
overwhelm
he needs to
you.
do. Right. Bianda Cruel Hex.
As it stands, Lady Gnawbones, we happen to be looking for her ourselves, and we will intensify that search. We have reason to believe that, she may be disguising herself. We have, just so you know, we've sent word to the folks in town to keep an eye out for anybody that may look suspicious. We are due for a check-in, but please know we are looking for her, and again, we will intensify that search. Your generosity is appreciated. We will do what we can to find her.
And she will say, I would prefer her alive. Do what you must. Bring her to me. Prove yourselves worthy. And I shall bless your party with magics more powerful than you've ever known.
Is there anything you know about her that might help us?
She'll say, like I've said, almost like gnashing out at the air. She'll say, she evades my view. I don't know what sort of magic she uses, but she has stunted my ability to watch from afar.
We've been looking for her, so we'll continue searching for her and we'll bring her to you.
She'll say, the attacks on my lair have grown more and more frequent. She must be nearby. Take your time. Bring her to me. and you will prove your worth. And I will offer my assistance in defeating this Iwaran Mortis.
It'd be pretty chill if we got that power beforehand, but all right.
That would be real
Pretty
convenient,
chill.
wouldn't it?
It'd be real cash money if you just gave us the weapons or whatever you're giving us.
And she'll say, well, in that case, taking over for the 99 and the 2000. And she'll reach out her claw and it'll glow this ominous green as the light emanates from her and her eyes shine brightly as each of you will feel this energy within you spring to life. And you guys are all able to take a long rest.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Nice.
As
That works.
as-
Need that.
as that's happening, Gnawbones, we have reason to believe that Riga, if you know the name, may be working for Viantha. There may be some correlation there. Know you anything of Riga? Anything you can share with us?
And she'll say, yes, Rita. She is a very shrewd, powerful scientist. I've watched her as she creates the undead experiments, bringing to life creatures that are abominations. I've been very impressed by the way she's able to cement herself in this world. She's very dangerous. And I believe she is working alongside the Lion Coolhex. So you must be on the and she is.
Okay. We can barely hear you, but I will add, are there any undead or, large, powerful bodies you think Riga may be capturing? That may be our key to finding Viantha.
You say you've seen the horde that she has amassed and what she is capable of. Now you'll just have to deal with it.
Fair enough.
We
Okay.
also
Did
sent
everybody
two mercenaries.
did everybody
We
take a
sent two
long rest?
mercenaries your way. Yeah, I didn't. I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she'll
Sorry,
We
say,
go
sent two
ahead.
mercenaries your way. Did they make it?
we have not had any human guests until you arrived.
Then we know where they went. And we can find them. If we find them, we find Viantha.
Be on your way. Act swiftly
All right, Dan.
and bring Viantha to my feet so that I can do as I please with her.
Damn, all right.
All right.
Right, all
Okay.
right.
So should we head north out of this cavern, or does that just take us to the stairs, you
I
think?
have one last question.
Yes, ma'am.
If we cannot bring her back for whatever reason, is there something that she has that we will have achieved our goal?
I do not know what she has on her body because, as I've said, her magics avoid my gaze. Should you find something that you believe to be evidence enough, I will consider it.
Okay. Understood. Which way is out?
As we're leaving the large cavern, and I do like a visual sweep, do I see any dragon shards lingering? I know they're supposed to grow naturally in layers of strong as fuck dragons.
How high up are you floating?
Right now, I'm only a few inches off the ground, but I would say maybe I hover back up to 10 feet as we're leaving, as we're exiting.
Well, how about this? As you are exiting, and as your attention is now at Gnawbones, who is on her perch, you see behind her a mountain of gold and magic items kind of stashed in the back of her little perch area there. There is a sheen of a green energy force field that kind of blocks it. But through the barrier, you are able to see crystal formations kind of growing along the walls and kind of in the hoard itself.
Of course. All right. As I'll kind of hover nearer to Tybalt as we're like making our way out, and I'll say, well, I've seen what I need. Now we just have to find Viantha.
We'll find her and bring her back.
All right. So I would say we head out, head north.
Yeah, cool. I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
That way
Yeah.
we can kind of start the whole Viantha thing from the start and then just be able to do that on the next session.
That's fair.
That sounds good.
Because I think that'll take a bit, so
Yeah.
I don't want to have to like stop right in the middle of it.
The music.
But yeah, cool. Is there any notes you guys want to take while we finish up?
I took a fuckload of notes, but I stopped pretty much. I stopped a little bit ago. Once I was like, oh shit, I gotta pay attention and not try to just write shit.
I'll pull the transcript for it. We can get the information.
Okay, that works.
AI for the win.
Yeah.
Yes and no,
Yeah, for sure.
it's like it's so handy, but at the same time, like I hate how like easily accessible and like dependent people are becoming on it. But like at the same
Yeah.
time, it is kind of sick,
Yeah,
Like
it's super
Yeah,
sick.
for sure.
it's how they fucking get you.
You just can't rely on it too much. Like you still need to. It's a good starting point, but their critical thinking should still be with
Right.
like the human in
Yep.
the loop. So
Exactly. It's not a replacement, it's just a tool. It's an
Yeah.
addition. That's all.
right.
Right. It's good to fill gaps, but yeah, you need to be the final touch on it because some of it's just not going to compile the right way or
Yeah. Yeah, even a couple times that I've used it for like writing like emails and stuff. I still go in and like edit things that it like presents with like I wouldn't fucking talk like that,
Yep,
yeah.
of course.
But I think that's part of the good part of it, I guess. Like you're still able to add your personal touch to things.
I wanted to just retcon one final thing, maybe not even necessarily retcon, but when Chris was talking to Gnawbones in Draconic and I saw her looking at me, I didn't want to interrupt, but I wanted to know, like, since I didn't understand, I think it's one of those things where it's like people are speaking in a foreign language and you can tell they're talking about you. I wanted to see how I felt about that.
Give me an insight check.
I got a 16.
I would say overall there was a sense of worry that would have washed over you. You know how like sometimes when you like are in an open space or open area in the public, and you hear a group nearby kind of like laugh out loud. You, like,
Exactly.
look over, and one of them are maybe like looking in your direction, and now
Yeah.
you're like, are they laughing about me? Like, did I fucking-
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly that.
I think it would be kind of something like that, where you're just like, what the fuck? Like, and now you're like paranoid almost. Maybe not like worried or fearful, but like paranoid. Where you're like, why are
Self-conscious.
they looking at me? Yeah, self-conscious. Why were they looking at me while talking to Chicago?
Okay, and I guess we can save this for the next session, but I will be asking Chris about what she said about me.
You spit when you talk.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, and this whole time you were in the guise of a dragonborn
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
front of
yeah.
a dragon.
Yeah, so like I'd
Oh my
imagine that was a
God.
very
The
shitty
dragon was like, ew,
disguise.
what is this?
This ancient dragon is like, why does this dude got face paint on? Like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
it's like
going
black
on?
it's like
Why are you
blackface, right?
appropriating my
No,
culture?
Yeah.
well, I feel like because its powers of perception would be so high that it looked
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
a shitty, like a shoddily put together Halloween costume. Like it
Well,
was just
that's
like
what I'm
a
saying. It's like blackface for
And
dragons,
yeah.
right?
yeah.
And that's why I had her bring it up, that I was like, you that hide behind all your disguises, like
Oh God,
she
that's
saw
right.
right, she saw
Oh,
right
I
Yeah.
through
didn't even
you.
pick
Like,
up
For
on
sure.
that.
Yeah.
I thought she had eyes on us from before and saw that you were like you had hidden your true ASMR self. That's what I thought she was
Yeah.
talking about.
No, I didn't pick up on that at all. I'm glad I brought it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, guys. Thanks for playing. Good session.
Peace.
This has been
Good
a
session.
long time coming, man. I've been thinking about this encounter for 2 years
Ever?
at this
Yeah.
point.
2
Yeah.
years. Holy
That's
shit.
That's pretty
crazy.
dope, dude. There was a lot of good role play in there, a lot of good
Yeah.
dialogue, a lot of good story
It was very
building,
fun.
world building. I enjoyed that. And like I said, I got a whole bunch of notes of just this is this is where we're at. I loved the whole like Chris touches a stone and there's all these visions. That was
That
really
was
cool
fucking
because
Yeah,
it's like
sick.
that was cool.
The
it's a
memory
cool way
cores.
to like
Yeah.
it was a cool way of almost like bringing her up to speed of like this is all the shit that happened.
Kind of.
Previously
Yeah.
on
That's
D&D
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
campaign.
exactly.
She got
Exactly.
fucking holocron, bro.
Yeah.
She got
Absolutely.
Sith
Mhm.
holocron.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to kind of just drive home the point of the happenings of all the like dragons in the area for Chris, to
Right.
like I said, she's on this journey to understand herself, and now she's able to use this magic item to see what dragons have been doing in the area for the past couple of years, and how that ties back into you guys.
I also really liked when you were like, "What about all the people that bitched out?"
Yeah.
That was like, damn, I don't know how to answer that. But like
You
even
guys
my own
fucking suck.
character,
You
right,
guys
where
keep
he's
you
like,
guys keep
"Oh,
getting
what about
left.
your archer? Your archer
Yeah.
left your ass," and like, "What about that?" And I was like, "Fuck."
You guys keep getting left. What's the problem? They're like the problem's you.
That was cool. That was
Yeah.
cool to like have that
That was
little
very cool.
callback.
I just wanted to like push it a little bit, and kind of like make it a little bit uncomfortable, I guess.
Well, like
Damn,
it's
what
true.
if
Like
we
if you're this is like the highest CR level anything we've ever encountered, right? So
Yeah.
like of course she would have the ability to potentially she could have been spying on us from day one and we would have had no idea, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
so I mean of course she would have intimate information about all of us the moment she wanted access to it,
Ronnie, how
Yeah.
bad would it have been if we failed that persuasion check? Would we have had to fight her?
We would have got fucked up, I feel like.
Stomped.
No,
Like
I
what are we
wouldn't have-
gonna do? We're not
I would-
prepared.
I would have had her attack you guys, but you guys would have had to work for it some other way,
Eat.
For sure, no
Got it.
long rest. Probably a whole bunch of damage, right?
Yeah, she probably would have stomped us again or some shit.
Noxious breath.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I don't want to prolong it. I wanted to call out the cool shit. That's all.
Can I
Yeah,
just
that
say
is fucking
I'm so proud of you guys for
Aw.
not
What?
attacking this dragon
Well, you shouldn't be
It would
proud.
have been a.
That's like
It would have been a.
self-preservation more than anything.
It would have
Yeah,
been another battle mage TPK, right?
Because this would have been a
bro.
TPA.
Yo, I love how like every time you would go like into like a serious story beat with Francine, I look over and it's just a panda going.
Yeah.
I hope there was like a reptile, but they don't have one. So I was
Oh
like, all
man.
right,
Oh,
you guys
so
get a
good.
panda.
It's so good. Because
It
I'd
was
like, I feel
good.
like I'd forget. I would like look down at my phone and I'd look up to like his like sick ass narration, and I look up and she just the panda's just dead eyeing
Dude,
the fucking camera.
the whole time, I'm just like, what does Lily think when she sees this panda person just moving around
She's
and
like, what
shit?
the fuck? Or she has no frame of reference. She just thinks like that's just movies, you know? She's like, why
Yeah,
is
Oh, I
my
know.
dad in the movies? This panda's in a movie.
But then, like, the rest of us are like interacting with her and stuff and like waving, and
Yeah.
then there's a fucking
She's
panda.
waving back.